What's up, YouTube? This is Keenan Gibbs again. I wanted to come back and do another short video because I've been getting a few questions about your internal seed, and I wanted to put together what I'm going to call a strategy video, just an idea of the best way to implement bringing people in. Um, when I first got started, I made a few mistakes. Actually, the person who brought me in, I didn't really hear much from them. Once I signed up, they kind of poof, they were gone. It just disappeared on me. Then every once in a while, they would send an email and say, "Hey, how's it going?" But with no instruction. So I wanted to put together a quick strategy video to show you guys the best way to implement your eternal seed, so that everyone is really grows together. So your group that you may come in with kind of stays together and are able to see one another all the time and help one another without really splitting on the boards. So I just want to put this video together really quick and show you how to make this work. So when I came in, like I said, I didn't have any instruction. I knew that it was um, a simple platform, but I still didn't really know how people would fall in as they came in. So when I came in at position 6 right here on the freshman row. And of course, it was only $25. So I said, okay, well, for $25, I can tell everyone and just bring people in and we'll all make money. But what I did immediately was I got my wife and my sister to participate. And I thought that by bringing them in, they would automatically fall under me, not really thinking that there really is no space underneath me as a freshman. So my sister ended up falling right next to me, right next to me. And what that did was eventually it would push her on her own board. Now I'm going to show you the follow up board. So again, when these four come in, the board splits in half. So these four here will now automatically become sophomores, right? And since my sister is right next to me, right next to me, she's going to be next to me on the sophomore row as opposed to underneath me on the freshman row. So I want to show you that board really quickly. So here she is in position 7. Here I am. On the next board, here I am, and there she is. So she's next to me. So which means when the board splits in half, she will have her own side and no longer be, pardon me, and no longer be anywhere near me. So I won't be able to see her. So my second invitee was here. So you see, they fell right underneath me. Now, ideally, what I could have done was email the administrator and said, "Hey, could you move this person to position 3 or 4?" But because they were right underneath me, I was okay. They were underneath me. I was okay with that. So now when these 4 people come in, the board splits again. This person becomes the senior. I no longer have her underneath me. And then that board looks like this. That person became the senior. And here I am on this side. But because I did not have this person move to position 3, now they are on their side of the board. Okay. So when the board splits again and this person becomes a senior and then I become a senior, this person that I personally brought in will not be underneath me anywhere. I will not be able to see them. Now, some may ask what the benefit of having them directly underneath you does. Well, what happens is you can see if they need help by their colors. Then if you have extra people, you can say, "Hey, I'm signing someone up with your username." You don't have their password or anything. You just go to youreternalseed.com/their username, and then it falls underneath them. But again, the strategy, to doing this is when you enter, when you come in on the freshman row, wherever you are, don't be super eager to bring anyone in immediately. Try to exercise just a little bit of patience until you're bumped to the sophomore row. And if spaces are underneath you that are available, when you bring them in, they'll fall underneath you. Now, if they don't fall, and for example, if you're in position 3 on the sophomore row, that your 2 juniors, when you become a senior, would be position 5 and position 6. If you are in position 4, your 2 juniors, when you become a senior, will be position 7 and position 8. And the same applies for the other side. This sophomore, when becomes a senior, these 2, the first 2 will be your juniors. This sophomore, when you become a senior, the second 2 will become your junior and senior. So try to exercise just a little bit of patience and bring people in when you get to your sophomore row, the second row. That way, people will follow you and you'll be able to see and help everyone. Now, personally, what I've been trying to do is keep track of who's coming in, especially people that I directly invite in, people that come in through people that I've invited in. We're keeping it organized so that everyone is in communication. Someone will say, hey, I have someone that's waiting to come in. Does anyone need someone? That way we work together and we all make money. But I just wanted to bring you that quick video just to show you, to give you an idea of the best way to implement it. Now, I'm not telling you that's the only way, but in my opinion, that is a smart way to do it. It will help you in the long run. Now, eventually, you're going to get so many people that you know or that your invitees know and on, that you won't have to worry about that because the board will just be splitting regardless and everyone will be winning. But to start out, especially in the beginning, I think it's smart to wait until you become a sophomore to bring your 2 in. So that was just a quick video. Again, I'll leave my email below, the Facebook group that I started, where you can ask as many questions if you want within the group. If you don't feel comfortable doing so, you can shoot me an email, and I'll respond as soon as I see your email. And lastly, I'll leave my link to join if you're interested in joining. I will be starting a new board soon at the $25 level, as well as the $100 level for anyone that may be interested in that. Not to say that you should jump in at 100, but if you're comfortable in doing so, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, shoot me an email if you have a question. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope everyone's safe. Thanks.